Let's turn it on.
Yeah, there we go. Right?
Nice. It's gonna be.
All right. Oh, let me turn this down. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where, of course, you subscribe for our daily videos, keeping you informed on everything going on with Bitcoin,
With cryptocurrency,
altcoins, the whole market. My name is Aaron.
my name is Austin.
And tonight we are hanging out, talking crypto. We're going to give you our Bitcoin price predictions for the end of the year. Now, one thing that annoys me when I see other crypto YouTubers doing price predictions, they don't give you their reasoning. They just go, oh, it's going to be 30K.
Oh, it's going to be 100K by the end of the year.
And they go, how can it not? And then I go, okay, well, how'd you come up with that?
I think 2017 was the year for random price predictions.
Right. And so, I mean, we try and reason our thoughts on why the price will go up all the time, but we're also each going to individually give our price prediction and kind of like reason it. So
Before we do that, let us know if you can hear us.
yeah, can you hear us in the comments?
And where are you guys watching from?
Yeah.
What's up, Jonathan?
What's up, Ash? Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Happy 3rd of July.
Another day in Bitcoin and crypto.
Fiboswani, Jerry.
Aaron, hey, Greg has a question. Aaron or Austin, which one is the older twin?
What do you guys think?
Greg, I think it's very obvious. It's me.
Yeah, Austin's older
And that seems like a joke, but it really isn't.
by 5 minutes.
And I'll always have that.
Yeah.
All right, we got Georgia, we got Kansas City, we got Mongolia and India. Good to see you guys. Hey, Ahmad gave us a $2 super chat and said, enjoy the work.
Didn't somebody super chat us with something about XRP?
Oh, and damn, they're going so fast.
My favorite coin.
Oh yeah, time for XRP from Kavitha.
All right, guys, we're going to start in about 2 minutes.
I say 1 minute.
1 minute, but before we start, let's get the, we're not going to start until the likes get up to 120.
That's right.
Is that fair?
120 likes.
Yeah, that's all we ask. I think that's fair.
Hey, we'll try and answer every question today. Obviously, super chats take precedence, but we'll try and get through all of them. But all we ask for is some likes.
What's up, Japan? What's up, Korea? Will Bitcoin make us millionaires?
I hope so.
That guy seems like he has weak hands. Maybe. I mean, it really depends on your personal situation.
I'm in it for the tech and the money.
No, we don't short and long the market.
Yeah.
We're hodlers.
Right off the bat, we are not experts. We're just crypto enthusiasts who watch the market every single day, and we just have a real passion for Bitcoin.
But I've seen some of these experts give their analysis, and they get it wrong sometimes.
Austin, Texas. Great work, y'all. Thanks, Colin.
It's not our last name, but
We're from Ohio originally.
what about Aaron, Texas?
Broadcasting from Los Angeles, California today.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, likes are there.
Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it to it. So
Love you, Chris.
Austin will keep his eye on
The comments.
the comments as I go through mine. I'll try and keep my eye on the comments when you go through his. Let's switch. How do we switch now? All right. I think we're switching over right now. Perfect. We'll do a quick price check-in and then we'll get to what we came here to talk about. So we're on the hour chart right now.
Bitcoin spiked in the last half day.
Yeah, no, in the last about 5 hours ago, we went from around 11,400 at the top of this consolidation all the way to about 11,900. And this is very good. I mean, I didn't expect this.
Pleasantly surprised.
Are you short-term bullish?
We're gonna short-term bullish. If we're gonna get into it, I'm still expecting a pullback. But there's a difference between what I expect and what's happening.
Well, what I'm looking for, and you guys tell me in the comments if this is something you're looking for, is to get a higher high. So for instance, when we rallied up to the 2019 high, it came down, then, we were rallying up again. This is great. But then we, eventually came down and
we didn't get the higher high.
A lower high. Now we came back down again. We're rallying up. This is great. But this is not, I'm looking for either a higher high or maybe we'll come back down for a lower high. Either way, the fact that we're still around this price point is good to me. I mean,
bullish. 2 months ago, we were at less than 6K.
will we ever get a Bitcoin price of $6,000 again?
Nobody knows. Yeah, people have been giving us super chats. Thoughts on Apollo? Not into it.
Not into it.
A lot of fishy behavior from them, but doesn't mean you can't be into it.
I'm rooting for it. I think it's way too risky for me, but I guess those who got in early.
I'm going for higher cap coins than Apollo. But let's just jump to price predictions.
Oh yeah, well actually I did want to.
Oh yeah,
we're on the hour chart. Let's just switch it to the day chart, and we can see we got a very good. So the day just ended actually on TradingView. We can see we got a very bullish green candle, and this is the new day that just began. This little red here, so anything could happen. And man, this exchange volume is looking very good lately. We switch to the week chart.
And before we do that, I just want to say thank you to Sean, New York City. Appreciate the super chat, man. And also Mr. Coin, hodl.
Then the month chart is also looking very good. But let's just get to it, guys. I'm going to start off by the McAfee.
Let's not go to our price predictions. Let's go to the Mecca.
John McAfee, who
infamous.
The infamous John McAfee or McAfee? Well,
McAfee.
John McAfee says 1 Bitcoin will be worth $1 million by the end of 2020. Is he losing the bet? Now, we all know that Bitcoin...
What was the bet?
Well, he's going to have to eat his own member.
Yes, that's right.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yep.
But so you can see here, he made this, it's almost 2 years ago to the day where he, at the beginning of this red line, he put himself on record. This was near the end of last cycle's bull market. He said, by the end of 2020, Bitcoin's going to be at $1 million. And then Bitcoin went way above its target. Things were looking great. Now,
we thought he was a hero at one point. Some people did.
He still could be a hero. But the thing is,
let's talk realistically.
So I'm going to show you his price prediction by the end of the year. So right now, actually, so Bitcoin is 84% below to the day where it technically should be. And like I said, the majority of gains are gained at the end of the bull cycle. But at the end of 2019, if it's going to follow this straight line, according to him, Bitcoin should be at about 166,000.
You think he'll make it? I think it's obvious he's not going to make it. I wish he would, but I mean, honestly, this chart doesn't look like it's that far off.
Yeah, it looks actually pretty good from where it'll look like down here.
But if we would have to finish this year at over 100K.
Yeah. Well, so let's get into it. Let's get into, how about you start us off with the,
let's do it. I want to talk about my price prediction. Before we do that, we'll take one question from the audience.
Let's take a question.
First off, Ahmed tipped $2. So did
little
Bartley. He tipped 0.00015 Satoshis or $2.
Enjoy the show. Hey.
And
glad you're tuning in.
Ahmed asks you specifically, both of us, when tip Satoshis on YouTube, not worthless fiat? When's YouTube going to get in the game?
Well,
we wish we knew.
Yeah.
We'll take one more question. Or maybe just a cheers, man.
Hey, cheers.
These are the nights we'll remember.
America.
Do you guys have a prediction for Litecoin? That's going to be my video tomorrow. I want to relook at the halving historically and talk about what's changed since I made that Litecoin video about a month ago.
Right. We're just doing a prediction for Bitcoin right now, besides Litecoin, unless there is an altcoin you guys would like us to speculate about. But
all right. And I guess I'll just get into mine.
Yeah, let's do it. What do you think Bitcoin's price is going to be at the end of this year? We have about 6 months left in the year. And historically speaking, Bitcoin does go on a little bull run at the end of the year, right?
That's right. And for me, the more years I'm involved in this space, the more realistic I think my mindset gets. So I like to under-promise, over-deliver. Again, not an expert, just a crypto enthusiast. In my opinion, I think we might come close, but I do not think I think we'll go just under 20,000 by the end of the year.
Just under 20,000.
I don't think
I misheard you.
I don't think we're going to break 20,000 by the end of this year. I wish we would.
But we're at our high is what?
14.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
13.9.
Look how much we rallied.
Yeah, that's
Explain
true.
yourself.
Well, in my opinion, if we were to get over $20,000 BTC by the end of this year, I think that would be crazy FOMO. If we still had the halving, multiple months, if we hit 20K and then still had multiple months till the halving, I think that would be again, that would be awesome.
Right.
I think
Let me jump in, because if you look back, and we don't have tons of data in each new cycle, it's obviously new. So much is different from the previous bull cycle, but the year prior to the year of the halving, Bitcoin rallied up, but it didn't get above the previous all-time high. And this increase in price that we have seen in the past 6 months, unprecedented. So it's really almost odd that. But if we,
I think we were spoiled
if Bitcoin finished the
for these
year,
last months.
if Bitcoin finished the year less than 20,000, that would be normal, and that would still be bullish.
Yo, Bill Rogers says zoom in on your screen. All right. Well, we'll appease Bill. I'm actually going to jump off this screen, actually.
Right. What are they seeing right now? Let's go to the page. What are they seeing?
I mean, they're saying they just want a little clearer.
Oh, well, we were just.
I'm actually going to jump off that page because to me,
Austin's got some couple tabs to show you.
What's more important than a random crypto enthusiast putting out a random number by the end of the year? To me,
very conservative.
Just because on this channel, again, we're all just learning together, and I want to take you through my process of why I put that number out there.
If you look into it, it's hard to imagine that Bitcoin could, at some point, it's never going to go below 10,000 again. I mean, just if you see what's happening around us.
And for all we know, it could never go again from today. But
pretty soon.
The things that I'm looking for as we make our way up to 20K is, first off, on-chain volume.
No, I just showed you the volume. I just showed you that the volume, look at this. This is great. Look at this volume right here. This is good.
And I think if you subscribe to this channel, we talk about all the time that there's so much wash trading. This is exchange volume. This is exchange volume right here. What I'm looking for now that we have Bitcoin, now that we have a blockchain, we can actually look at better measurements instead of wash trading on exchanges.
Because wash trading, that's when exchanges, to try and make themselves look better, they just send it back and forth.
You want the exchange.
It looks like there's tons of stuff going on their exchange, but that's not really the case.
So as we make our way up to 20K,
because the cool thing with Bitcoin, sorry to interrupt, the cool thing with Bitcoin is since everything is on a ledger, never before have we been able to study an asset this closely. And you can't tell who's sending money to who necessarily, but you can just see the money changing hands. That's a pretty interesting metric we've never had before.
I agree. And right now, today, where we are right now, pre-4th of July, the real on-chain volume, according to Masari On-Chain FX, is just under 3 billion. To put that in perspective, when we were close to, I think we had just passed over 6,000, or maybe 8,000 or whatever, we were between 1 billion and 2 billion. Now we're close to 3 billion. So for me, the volume, and again, I'm not looking at volume per day, I'm looking at volume week to week, month to month. The on-chain volume is growing, which I like to see. This is one of my metrics that I'll be looking for. And the other one is something that we brought on this channel. We brought to you on this channel a couple months ago from Willy Woo, an on-chain analyst. This is his tweet from a few months ago.
Very smart guy.
You may remember this. This was back in early June, I think.
June 5th.
June 5th. Presently, the market price of Bitcoin has outstripped organic investor flow, unseen since the bull markets of the past. Never before have we seen such a divergence so early in the bull market. And if we zoom in on this right here, as you can see,
I can't do it with this one, but
as you can see, back in early June, according to the on-chain volume,
this is an older chart.
This is an outdated chart, but the actual realized Bitcoin price was closer to 4K or 5K when we were pushing up against 8K at the beginning of this year. So Willy Woo suggested that the actual realized price was closer to 5. Of course, this chart's a little outdated. You can go on his website.
Well, this one's more updated.
Exactly. And you can zoom in right here. Right here.
So the orange is the actual price, and the more straighter line is the realized price.
That's right. So this is what I
think you can zoom down and it tells you what the realized price is.
Right?
No, that's on a different one.
It's on a different one. But anyway, as you can see, the prices may be still slightly inflated because of Tether. I have no clue, but that's why I'm expecting a pullback.
Well, it's interesting. Will it get back down to that realized price? Maybe I should wait for that.
Make your own decisions. I like to cost average. I mean, honestly, nobody really knows. But those are just the metrics I'm going to be looking for.
If we look back on the prior bull market, and again, past performance doesn't indicate future results, we can see that once it got above the realized price, it never hit it again. And in fact, each time there was plenty of dips along the way, 30%, 50% corrections. but look at right here. It never got back down to the realized price.
So just stuff I'm looking for. Before you get into your
Let's take a
speculation.
question or something.
Let's take a couple. We had a couple super chats.
Yeah.
Guys, appreciate that.
There's a $5 one I saw.
The first one comes from the Liquid Canvas. Y'all purdy. Hashtag Litecoin. Rightcoin.
Wow.
Appreciate you, man. Binky Dalmar gives us $2. Cheers to you, Binky. And Queen's Races, our buddy.
Queen's what?
Queen's Races, you recognize him.
Queen's Races, yeah.
From the channel.
Oh, they're just calling him Races.
No. When I'm not street racing, I'm swing trading and watch your channel. Thank you for your work, twins. For a while, I thought you guys were one person. So did our parents for the first couple of years. Haha. But we made it out. And then last one, somebody with the name CH Coin says, talk about CHG Coin.
I'm sorry.
For two,
our ethics cost way more than $2. It's going to cost at least 10 for us to check that out on CoinMarketCap.
If it's not in the top 100.
But yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
I can't. There's nothing for us to talk about. We've never heard of it.
Yeah. And then we got one more. What's your, from Norm?
EOS price prediction.
What is your EOS price prediction for the end of 2019? Thanks. You go. I have a position in EOS. This guy's holding out.
Whoa. I couldn't tell you. I mean, what's the latest that EOS is doing? I'm not as up to date.
Do you have CoinMarketCap queued up on here?
Yeah, we can go.
So EOS right now, $6.
Wow, $6 exactly.
Neat.
Okay. So it's kind of on a downturn right now, but hopefully a higher low. I couldn't tell you what EOS is going to be by the end of the year. Now, a crypto YouTuber that I really like and I really subscribe to, Modern Investor. Do you like the Modern Investor?
I love him. Great perspective.
He had a take on it, which I really thought was interesting. Because what EOS does, as opposed to Ethereum has the ICOs, but EOS has the airdrops. And obviously, we don't really care about, basically what we care about is free money. It's like if you hold EOS, you're going to get airdropped.
Everpedia. That could be huge someday.
I don't even know. But if you hold EOS, you're going to get airdropped, basically coins you don't care about that you're just going to basically dump to get free cash. Maybe some you'll care about. But as people buy into EOS to get those free coins and then sell those coins, possibly to buy more EOS to get more coins, that's the most bullish take I heard. Of course, there would need to be a level of speculation in which we don't have yet. So I guess my price for the end of the year, let's see, its possible low is 181. Right now it's kind of on the downtrend, going below 6. Its all-time high is 17. You know what? Unless they come up with some great decentralized application, which I haven't seen yet. Hopefully it's not more casino stuff.
Voice would be there.
Oh, but that's not coming out by the end of the year.
When is it coming out?
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say end of the year, it's going to be $6. And if I'm right, I think that would be very bullish for EOS. What are your thoughts?
Is that a serious?
Yeah. I mean, okay. I don't really know. I don't keep up with EOS that
much. I mean, I still have my total position in EOS.
I want to tell you my price prediction for the end of the year for Bitcoin, but sure, go ahead.
But we got to answer this question. I still have my total position
too much time on this question.
In EOS, but I'm not going to invest in anytime soon. In fact, I am going to make a top altcoin video sometime in the next week. And EOS, I'm bullish for the next 2 to 3 years, but I think it'll just drain with the other alts. So I don't know.
Before we get into my Bitcoin prediction, because here's the thing. A lot of you guys, there was a little bit of trouble. By the way, guys, how many likes do we have going right now?
We have 260.
260, and there's almost 1,000 people watching.
Smash the likes.
I'm going to give you my...
and I'll finish this.
I'm going to give you my price prediction once we get 350 likes. Until then, I'm going to give you my thoughts on altcoins. So let's get 350 likes. Let me give you my thoughts on altcoins. I'm still worried, and this is a very maybe conservative thought or it concerns me that some of these altcoins haven't capitulated yet. Like, it worries me that XRP at 40 cents hasn't capitulated yet, and just any of these altcoins, because a lot, and I'm not saying.
Why are you picking on XRP?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong or right with the projects. I'm just saying too many people invested because of just the euphoria of this is going to be big someday, and there's a lot of weak hands. So I'm a little worried that some altcoins, many of them are going to die, and that's going to take place as people just sell. They have weak hands and sell into Bitcoin, which has been improving, which we'll get into that in a little bit. Oh, okay, I got to go to
353.
I asked.
We'll take a look at Doge.
And the community delivered.
I mean, I have nothing to say on Doge.
I was talking about the likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me give my Bitcoin thoughts, and I'll make it real quick because Austin already. We came up with our price predictions separately, but my price prediction by the end of the year, which is about in 6 months, is, I'm going to say 18,000. And that's conservative, I know, but let me explain why. First of all, I'll talk about till the end of times how bullish I am on Bitcoin. But here's the thing. If you take a look at Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin every year since the first year we have. Let's go. The first complete year on CoinMarketCap is 2014, and this was at the very end of a bear market. As you can see, there was a summer pump, and then there was some consolidation. If we go to 2015, there's a little bit of a summer pump, and then it goes back down into some consolidation and then rally at the end of the year. Same with 2016. Summer pump, consolidation, goes into a rally at the end of the year. And then, of course, we all know 2017. Yes, there was a summer pump. Maybe you can even say a couple of them. And then we had that huge bull run or rally at the end of the year. So I am prepared. Usually in the past, you really can't say what months you'll see that rally. But usually by the end of August, early September is when you start seeing that consolidation happen. So right now it is the beginning of July. Next month is August. I am fully prepared for us to rally higher and then come back down to some sort of level of consolidation. Now, besides that, something I already mentioned was that never before have we seen Bitcoin surpass its previous year's all-time highs before the next halvening. And of course, we really don't have too much data. If Bitcoin, my prediction is 18,000. If Bitcoin closed the end of the year at 18,000, I think that would be incredibly bullish.
I do too.
Because once we get over 20,000 and it's full steam ahead.
Plus halving soon.
Now, besides that, I can also make the case why Bitcoin should be way more than 18,000. And I guess I'll quickly make that because if you think about it, I know most people now have been around since late 2017, but you probably remember late 2017, the last bull run, there wasn't a whole lot of on-ramps. Binance. It wasn't there. There was no Binance back then. There was for retail investors, the big one was Coinbase. Back then, they only had like 4 altcoins, Bitcoin, like 4 altcoins or less. There was Circle, and there was a few others. But the thing is, the majority of the people, Coinbase was the most popular one. The majority of retail investors, they weren't on Coinbase. And Coinbase and Bittrex, they weren't letting new people sign up just because they couldn't handle the load. So today, not only has Coinbase and Bittrex, there's Gemini, there's Circle, there's Binance. Not only have all these exchanges improved their infrastructure, so now they can onboard a lot more people. Besides that, we have Square's Cash App. Square, huge company. They provide, point of sales terminals for small businesses and businesses across the world. With Square's Cash App and a little thing you can, if you're part of it, you can put it right on your phone and you can like charge right on your phone. I mean, that's huge. And they're selling Bitcoin. There's eToro. I'm wearing the eToro shirt right now.
I love that shirt.
Hodl. There's TD Ameritrade. There's all these places that actually people are used to trading stocks and stuff and making purchases that are offering Bitcoin. So that's my case why it could be a lot more. Now, besides that, there was no institutional interest back in the last bull cycle. Obviously, now we have Fidelity, we have Backed. So, I mean, if Bitcoin,
we have ErisX,
we have LedgerX.
Fundamentally, I think we should be at 100K.
I think we should be at like 30 to 50K at the end of the year. But if we even close at 18K, I would think that would be very bullish. And so that's my thoughts on it.
Let's take a little break, look at the chat. If it goes to 500 likes, we'll grab 2 more beers, get a little crazy.
Actually, I need another beer.
Oh, okay.
You just read this question.
All right, we have two. Before Fibo Swani,
wait, how many likes are we at?
We're at 380.
All right,
we're close. So we appreciate all those likes.
I can't crack the beer until 400.
That's fair.
Listen, you go on. I know it sounds kind of like sleazy, but you go on some. I mentioned this last time. You go on some, live streams, and they go, I need a tip, the super chat to do it. All we care about is likes.
And we got 399. Damn close. Mike Perez says, anyone here looking to crypto.com, and what do you think? What was their name used to be something else?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm not into crypto.com. I mean, they burned a lot of their investors before by not rolling out the cards.
Right, that was the whole deal, right?
I mean,
they don't have the cards.
Well, they do now. They're just rolling them out, but they said that over a year ago.
Here's
so,
the thing, guys.
I mean, everybody gets second chances, but I would not,
And this applies to Bitcoin, but I guess altcoins as well. The fact is, and this isn't a problem, people aren't going to want to spend Bitcoin because it's an investment for them. And that's fine. I mean, it's digital gold for right now. It's going to be a store of value, and hopefully later it turns into a unit of account and you actually spend it. But the thing is, everybody treats crypto like an investment, so they're not. I don't think it's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and I'd do it, but I wouldn't do it regularly.
That's right. Just want to
what's up?
Change the background a little bit, get something else.
Oh, but I mean, I always like looking at the price.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go down to.
And Fibbo Swanee had a question.
Oh wait, Fibbo Swanee,
our buddy from the chat.
Yeah, that guy's a good guy.
Well, he talked about, does a lot of TA on his channel. I'm a TA guy and can see 19K plus by BTC at the end of the year based on patterns and data. Do you see any fundamentals like the ErisX platform to help? I think that's kind of what you were just talking about.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's hard to say by the end of the year, though. I forget who said this originally, but I like this quote that, I mean, those fundamentals are great long-term indicators. They really give us indication on what's coming in the future. But they're not good short-term indicators, as opposed to technical analysis, which Fibbo Swanee knows can be a great short-term indicator.
And I think one thing that not a lot of people take into consideration besides TA and besides FA, and maybe this goes along with each of them, time. Just because we have all these fundamental green flags, again, what we need is time to slowly onboard all those new clientele. So like Fibbo Swanee, I am bullish, but I mean, exciting times. Binky DeMauler says, it's Binky DeMauler.
Okay.
All right. Let's see, 430 likes. I guess I'll grab a beer. You take a question.
I wanted to wait, keep talking for a second. I wanted to get it back to our faces. I'm trying to figure that out.
Boomer says IOTA, not invested, but I mean, they're definitely doing more than a lot of other alts. Angel gives us the $1. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
What are you going to do with your 50 cents? We made that joke last time.
Buy some candy.
No, we appreciate it.
Do you know how to get it back to our faces?
I'm not familiar with Zoom. Hopefully this doesn't blow right now. All right. Ahmed says, how many times do you check Bitcoin price in a day? You answer.
I never stop. I mean, I because we make content every day. I check it often.
I mean, without sounding, one of the things I know Aaron and I are doing midday is trying to come up with some content that you'll appreciate for our daily video. So I'm personally checking it every 3 hours, maybe. I don't know. Whatever it takes. Bitcoin doesn't sleep. Neither do I. All right. Queen's Races checks Bitcoin 30 times a day. All right. And again, guys, this is just the hangout now. We'll be here probably 20 more minutes max. If there's no questions, then we'll end it early. We're not going to waste your time.
Well, I did want to go into a couple things if there's no questions.
Well, I just like to put that out there. So that,
yeah.
So there's.
Well, we don't have to.
We're going to see the question. No, oh yeah, Doge. Some guy. I mean, we could look at Doge. I mean, what do you have to say about Doge?
It's the best meme coin.
Yeah. It's a fun little coin, and it has more of a store of value.
I know a guy.
You could say a lot of other.
I know
coins.
A guy that I worked with who said that he got, and this is how a lot of people think, when everybody was getting into cryptocurrency at the last bull run, that he bought like thousands of Doge. Or
why did he do that?
He just thought it was better than, he was like, oh, I missed the boat with Bitcoin, so I'll buy Doge. And I don't know. I mean, more power to him.
Guys, second beer. If it gets to 650 likes, I'll chug it.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I did want to talk about some other stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hop in. And if we found a question along the way, whatever, but we'll, let's get to the meat.
Yeah. So, okay. So this was a tweet from Donald Trump that he tweeted just today. And it's basically talking about how he wants to devalue America's dollar, the US dollar, even more to compete with countries like China or Europe. Says China and Europe playing big currency manipulation game and pumping money into their system in order to compete with USA. We should match or continue being dummies. And that is true, I guess, that China and different places, they devalue their own dollar. But this isn't looking good for the US dollar when now our president, in order to compete on a global scale, says, no, we need to devalue our dollar even more. I mean, regardless, your thoughts on that, I think that's very good for Bitcoin because people, as more and more people wake up, I mean, this is one of those things in the perfect storm, which could be great for Bitcoin next year, combined with the halving, when the new flow of Bitcoin gets cut in half. With the tensions we're having.
And whether, I mean, I'm sure Trump's just flexing here, but whether or not he will do this, the fact that he can, I think, is the bigger issue.
Well, I mean, with Obama, they did the quantitative easing, where in order to solve, the financial crisis, they put just way more money back into the economy. I don't know. I like this. Hey, by the way, guys, if you appreciate this live stream, like this video, and let's retweet this. What should we say to Donald Trump? Hey, Donald. What should we say? You fired?
Hey, we can finally say Merry Christmas again.
Do you own Bitcoin?
Yeah.
It cannot be devalued. All right.
I like that.
We'll tweet this out. If you guys want to go ahead and retweet this.
Link in the description.
Well, our link to our overall Twitter page is @altcoindailyio.
Aaron?
Yes, Austin.
I have a question for you, and it's actually from our buddy CHG Coin, now tipped $10, and asks, "Where does Bitcoin derive its value?" And let me
I never thought about that.
Let me preface this. If you subscribe to the channel, then if anything, we talk about this maybe a little more than we should in every video. But I'm going to challenge you in under 60 seconds. Give the bullet points.
What am I, Anthony Pompliano? Bitcoin is unconfiscatable, permissionless. It's unprintable. So, for instance, why is Bitcoin different? Let's go over to this. So, like for instance, Libra Coin and a lot of these altcoins with CEOs are permissioned, as in you still need to go through a third party to gain permission. Now, Bitcoin, there's nobody that can tell you cannot transact. So people from America can transact with people from Mexico, to your neighbor, to any place in the world. You can go into another country. As long as you know the private keys in your head, you don't even have to carry a ledger. Of course, carrying a ledger is a lot better than carrying bars of gold. But I mean, you can carry the value, your wealth, just in your mind. And it sounds silly, but I mean, that's actually what you can do. You're making fun of me. But...
No. Well, I'm giving some visuals. Somebody commented we're interrupting too much, so I'm just not trying to physicalize it.
Yeah. Sorry for trying to provide content. But no, it's all good. I mean, that's what I had to say. The usual.
Yeah.
What do you think gives anything else you can think of that gives Bitcoin value?
I mean, those were the 3 bullet points.
And I'm not saying Bitcoin's perfect, but this is something that we've never had before. And it is interesting.
Somebody asks, do you think the correction is over? Again, we kind of already touched on this. In one word, I'm still expecting a pullback, but what I expect and what is happening is 2 different things.
Well, I mean, just this local correction. I mean, I think if it went lower.
What do you mean low?
Like
you
just
mean last year?
Or are you talking about the bottom?
No, I think he's talking about the 40% pullback.
I mean, who's to say? If it goes lower, I think that's a buying opportunity. I don't know if it will go lower, but I think if it did, that'd be fine because it'd still be a much higher low. And I think that'd be awesome if it pulled back a little bit more, but it might not. We don't know.
And again, the realized value in terms of what the value is based on-chain metrics is around 5,000.
Right. But, you look back in the last thing and it never got back to the realized value for some time.
True. So I'm just saying.
It never got back to realized value until the capitulation.
I mean, the point I was making is bear market's over, in my opinion. Bull market's here, but hey, nobody really knows.
Wow.
Hey, God created man. Man created XRP.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting point. You brought up altcoins. Let's just do a check-in on how altcoins have compared to Bitcoin since the beginning of the year.
Let's do it.
So this is actually a site that I might start using now rather than CoinMarketCap, Coin Codex, because you can click a button which shows you. So these green are
not sponsored.
yeah,
We just
these,
like it.
These green are the gains in US dollars. So you can see that Bitcoin is up over 200% year to date. Ethereum is up over 115% year to date. That's in US dollars. But when you compare it to Bitcoin, which Bitcoin's at zero, obviously, because one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. When you compare it to Bitcoin, you can actually see how the alts have fared compared to Bitcoin. Now, some alts have done better than Bitcoin. There's no denying that.
Litecoin's up.
Litecoin is up. Let's see which coins are up. So we'll go through the top 10 and a couple others. Ethereum is actually down 30% compared to Bitcoin. XRP is down 64% compared to Bitcoin. Litecoin up 24% compared to Bitcoin, probably because of the halving, right? Bcash down 17% compared to Bitcoin. Now, when you look at this in US dollars, it looks like, oh my God, everything's up. But something that I'm kind of proud of is, and some people have opinions on this, but I've kind of been talking more about Bitcoin for the last 6 months, and it turns out the market happens to be, going up as far as Bitcoin goes. So that's something I'm proud of, that I'm able to see the value that it has. And like I said earlier, a lot of people are still holding these alts, which I think they either had weak hands or still might have weak hands. So BNB coin up 70. That BNB, if you invested in BNB coin, much better investment than Bitcoin year to date. Everything else, ADA, Cardano, Tron, down 37 and 46%. So Leo coin, Bitfinex's native token, that's very new. You can see that's
right.
up in the short term. I wouldn't FOMO into it now. And it did provide plenty of money-making opportunity for those who got in early.
And
then Chainlink.
What? Chainlink, we can talk about that later. We actually have a tab pulled up. But for now, K Hill says, here is some fiat for some sweet baby rays. Oh, that's the face.
That's our video that we did. Hey, you watched to the end. I'm proud of you. I like that.
And then Pop Defender gives us $2. Thanks, man.
Anybody who does want to look up just a compilation of his own, one of our videos regarding Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, a compilation of him praising the barbecue sauce sweet baby rays. It's guy's an alien.
Yo, this guy's getting kind of personal. Angled says, are you guys rainbow? Just asking.
Are we refracted? Oh, what?
Gay?
I thought refracted light.
Hey,
are we gay? No, we're straight. We don't have any girlfriends now, but we have had girlfriends in the past. But if we were gay, I think that'd be cool.
I wish I was gay. We live in LA.
We're allies.
We're allies.
But I did want to talk about Chainlink, because that has done very well recently in really the past month. And you guys probably know it's because it seems like Google Cloud and Google has formed a partnership with Chainlink. They're into their oracles and analytics data. And, you can see, this pump just happened in the last couple weeks to a week. And so this is something, again, everybody's FOMOing in. People gotten down here are good, but people getting in up here, everybody's like, oh my God, is this the altcoin that takes off? And I'm under no delusion. There are going to be altcoins that outperform Bitcoin in the future. There are going to be altcoins that actual gain real world adoption and are functioning not based on speculation, but based on actual utility or what have you. And is Chainlink one of them? It could be. It could be. I'm under no delusion on that. But I think for me, in the cryptocurrency space, most of my money is in Bitcoin, because I'm not so good at, picking coins like that, but I can surely see why Bitcoin's going to succeed in the future. That's what I wanted to say.
Hey, D asks, and I'm more interested in the second question. Have you ever dated twin ladies? We have not. Just like a double mint commercial.
Yeah.
That's what we wish we could get in a double mint commercial. Actually, and this channel will always be about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But for those interested, if you want to follow our personal Instagram accounts, they're in the link in the description. Just if you're interested, this channel will always be about crypto.
Yeah.
But they're down there.
Do you like when other cryptocurrency influencers talk about things other than crypto?
If they're talking about their personal lives, I kind
of like it.
I like
but
it.
not too much.
Yeah,
I like a little bit.
One, and then let's get back to Bitcoin.
Like when George from Cryptos R Us talks about cars and Legos, I'm like, oh, when he talks about Legos, like, oh, that's kind of weird. But I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Now I know a little bit more about him.
No, I like when he talks about himself, not cars.
Or when like Tone Vase talks about, he's into health. I think that's kind of cool. It tells me a little bit more about the guy.
Do you guys think the same thoughts?
They say their name so they can.
Concrypt. Do you think the same thoughts? Answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
No.
I guess we don't.
Binky, appreciate you, Binky. Lost my girl to a Bitcoin holder.
What do you hold?
Jump on the train, man.
Hey, I appreciate the super chats, Minky. That's nice of you.
Yeah.
No, of course, nobody has to super chat, but
paid
for this beer.
For Jose, he says, gave us $5. The crypto.com Visa is available in the US and they have up to 10% staking on coins. That's the paid review for today.
Let's take a look at cryptos.
Let's do it. And again, I mean, the main reason that I was turned off by them is because they didn't live up to their promises over a year ago.
So I'm not invested in this, but I guess if you've been hodling for a while, things are looking good. But what you have to notice as well is USD, they're looking good, which is the green. But compared to Bitcoin, you can see they're not looking. So their Bitcoin price is similar to where it was all the way back here, of course, still up. But if you held Bitcoin, it might be a little bit better. Now in the future, if they succeed, that'd make me feel great. I'm rooting for them.
Let's I want us to take a sip of beer before I ask you this next super chat. You're gonna need it, dude. The super chat is
Peroni, by the way.
All right.
I'm Italian.
Liquid Canvas asks, who'd win in a fight? All jokes aside, love the content. Keep on trucking. Between you and me, dude.
Really? We kind of have some space back here if you want to.
Just kidding.
That'd be pretty funny, though. Who would win in a fight?
I don't know. I mean, I think
I think Austin works out more than me, but I think I would win in a fight just because I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm a little bit.
Aaron's an inch taller.
I'm not more toned, but I think I'm a little bit bigger.
He's a little bit bigger, taller. I do more yoga than he is. LA has changed me, but I don't know. Maybe one day. Kim R says, First off, Benny Saxon says, predicting on Kawhi Leonard on joining the Lakers. I'm more of a basketball guy than Aaron is. I mean, I goddamn hope he does. If he does, I would love for him to join the Clippers as well, because if he was on another California team, I would love to go to the games where it's Kawhi against LeBron and AD. But let's not make it about basketball, but I'm a huge Lakers fan. Used to be a Cavs fan because we're from Ohio. Kim R says, what do you like in a woman?
Let's move on.
All right. I mean, I'll answer it. I'll answer it.
Somebody who's nice.
Yeah, who's pretty on the outside
10 out of 10.
Pretty on the inside.
Who holds Bitcoin.
Who thinks I'm funny.
I couldn't be with a woman who's more involved in a low cap coin, I don't think.
Louis tips us $5. Appreciate you, man.
So I did want to get to this, though.
Yeah, let's get back to crypto.
I don't know if this is something that a lot of people realize, is that Bitcoin, the price is now a staple, a feature on Yahoo Finance. And this has been the case for a while, but this is just an example about how Bitcoin is being normalized in our society. So you can see a screenshot right here. But actually, if we were to go to Yahoo Finance right now, you would see that they have a cryptocurrencies section, again, as a staple on the front page. And if you clicked on this, it would kind of look like a version of CoinMarketCap. But this just shows how far we've come, right? What do you think about that? I mean, that's something you wouldn't have seen 4 or 5 years ago.
I agree. I mean, and it's, again, fundamentally, we have never been stronger. But I think what we need is time for the onboarding to start, because now the on-ramps are open. It's just time.
Right. That's all the tabs I had. So I guess take a few questions and we'll end it, right?
Yep. We've been going for 45 minutes. I think let's keep it under 1 hour. So
10 more minutes. And by the way, so if anybody's still watching, things are going to slow down a little bit. I'm talking about once we upload this video later. Things are going to slow down a little bit now. It's just going to be a hangout for 10 minutes. And make sure you subscribe for our regular content, which is usually 10 to 15 minutes of shorter, more concise, more informative stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This dude named Ant in the comments. Ant, I do not understand your question, man. Let's not even worry about it. He keeps asking it. I don't understand your question. Take a little sip. 10 more minutes. Appreciate everybody who liked the video, who tuned in.
What is everybody else's Bitcoin price predictions by the end of the year? We heard Fiboswani.
Realistically.
He said 19, right?
Yeah, he said based on TA, 19.
I said 18. Very similar to an actual technical analyst.
So let us know.
How many likes are we at for this video?
We're at 509. And again, if we get to 600, I will chug the beer. I don't know if you don't want that, then, you know, whatever. It's on you guys.
600.
Yep, 600. We're at 512. Somebody says 50K by the end of the year, 40K, 24K, 30K. Are you guys identical twins? Yes.
If Bitcoin is
30K.
If Bitcoin is at 8K, 9K by the end of the year, would you still hodl? I sure as hell would.
Was that 8 or 9K?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got to be prepared, right? We got to be prepared for all scenarios.
Yeah. I mean, if it was at 8 or 9K, I'd probably buy a little bit more. Because again, right in this little pump right here, we've seen what Bitcoin will be eventually. 14K, the excitement of some of these fundamentals.
Right. We're on the 3-minute chart, so we can kind of see what's going on with the price.
Happy Chaser says yes, he would still hodl.
Cool. Please ask us a question in the chat because we're only going to be around for 5 more minutes. So
Fiboswani says, hey, you could see 22,000 in some models.
Fiboswani, if we broke above 20K, you know the media would go crazy. You know, everybody would be looking back on what happened previous cycles when Bitcoin broke all-time highs. That would be incredibly bullish. What is TA? I don't know.
Michael Lopez, technical analysis. Stick with the channel, man. You'll get there. And there's a difference between technical analysis, which is this, and fundamentals.
That's just a graph. That's just a price chart. But I get you.
Right, exactly.
Hey, Austin, Aaron, do you guys watch The Moon? It's a crypto channel. Have you ever seen the Moon?
I've heard about it. I don't think I've ever seen a video.
Here's the thing, guys. There's tons of cryptocurrency influencers. There's tons of cryptocurrency channels. Twitter's bigger than ever. YouTube's bigger than ever. I'm not sure about Instagram, but I'm sure it might be big. But the fact is, think about this. This is the question I have for you out there. What crypto influencer was around back before 2017? Can you think of any crypto influencer that was around back in 2014 or 15?
Well, I think people started to get in 2017.
And my point is, it's a lot different now with people like our channel and people just trying to say, this is the value that cryptocurrency has. There's a basic education you need to go through. And that's incredibly bullish to me that so many people are devoting their time. But who was the crypto influencer back in the day? I have an answer. Da Vinci. The
OG.
He was like just a trader in general, I think, and a tech guy. And he made that video
in like 2015
of why Bitcoin could be valuable. Turns out he was right. He has a great YouTube channel right now, but I don't know. I've seen him more on Crypto's channel than anybody. He shills Da Vinci.
All right, guys, we have 700 people watching, 500 likes. Aaron and I will be here for 10 minutes max, but probably less than 5 because the questions are wearing.
Aaron and Austin. It's nice when you have either Altcoin Daily in the title or a real name. So that point that comes up to me. So Aaron and Austin, crypto love is still around! !
I was never into him.
Okay. I mean, he seems like a great guy.
Seems like
watch his channel. I do remember he left for a while.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
I remember
it kind of seemed like he was like maybe shilling stuff and not disclosing it. I don't know that for a fact, but it did seem like right before he left, he's like, you know, read the what do you call it? The fine print.
Yeah.
But he seems like a great channel.
Yeah. All right. Why isn't anyone concerned about how the whales are going to play Bitcoin, says Pablo.
I mean, that's why you gotta, that's why you have to hodl, really. There's going to be manipulation. Obviously, there's manipulation in every market. Now, Bitcoin is more easy to manipulate because it's a less liquid market because we're still so new into this. But that's why you hodl. But I think there's so many fundamental indicators, which seems to me that people are just going to. What you have to ask yourself is what would make Bitcoin fail? Not what would make Bitcoin slow down, but what would make Bitcoin fail? And because there's no, single point of failure, there's no CEO, there's no office, not a lot would make it fail. So if it just stays the same, I think people would still over time slowly put their money in.
Korabika gave us a super chat. Appreciate that, man. Or woman, $4. Any thoughts on Factum?
Hey, what are your thoughts on Factom?
I mean, honestly, it doesn't excite me. It's for enterprise solutions on the blockchain. There's a handful of people doing that. Again, I think it's fine. Doesn't excite me.
Yeah, I'm not invested. I don't know too much about him. I guess I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. The Liquid Canvas, appreciate you, man, says BTC hold. What if you could get a whole one? Good.
What?
I mean,
Bitcoin hold. What if you could get a whole one?
yeah, I think everybody should be striving to get a whole one.
It depends on your personal situation, but I think if you own one whole Bitcoin, it seems crazy to think about that now, since we're kind of used to Bitcoin being around $3,000, $6,000, $10,000. But just think about the future after the halving. If Bitcoin survives another 10 years, which I think it will, I mean, the fact is most people aren't going to hold one Bitcoin. And eventually we're going to have to talk about Bitcoin and how many Satoshis you hold, but it's just part of the process.
I agree. Bitcoin's like the last Bitcoin will not be mined until over 100 years.
And even back in the day,
this is not a 10-year thing. This is a 100-year thing.
And that's becoming more and more apparent in the past few years that people kind of see how Bitcoin's going to shape the future. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, back in the day, it was crazy to think Bitcoin would ever, it always seems crazy to think about the future price, but nobody thought Bitcoin would be consolidating around $10,000 5 years ago, but it is. And it just, I don't know, it's crazy to think about that. We're so new in this asset class that's just the adoption, the S curve that's happening.
That's right, team. And Jeff Rude tipped $4.99. Appreciate you, Jeff. He says Zilliqa and Wax. No question. But I have a question. Zilliqa, their whole thing was sharding, and their mainnet launched, and we haven't really heard anything from them.
What was your question?
I mean, it seemed like that was I mean, again, all these Ethereum killer type things, it seemed like that was revolutionary hype, and then they actually launched.
Maybe it's not.
And we need the dApps.
Maybe it's not pumping because so many people, so many weak hands are still selling. I don't know if that's the case. Obviously, the true great projects, which I'm sure there will be, altcoins that succeed, they're going to make it through.
Hey,
maybe that's Cardano, maybe that's Chainlink. We don't know at this point.
What are your maybe it's medical chain? What are your thoughts from Mike Perez super chat? What are your thoughts on medical chain?
Mike Perez, please let us know at what number on CoinMarketCap, according to overall market cap, what is medical chain? Because I've never heard of that. Is it like what is it, Dentacoin about the dentist?
Exactly, yeah.
Hey,
not bullish.
Later, Fiboswani.
Yeah, see ya, Fibo. What are your thoughts on medical chain? I have no thoughts. Hey, we'll take 3 more questions and wrap it up. I think that's fair.
Well, how long have we been going? 53 minutes? Yeah. We're going to go another 5 minutes and we're done. This was a great stream, I think. If you guys like it when we do the occasional live streams, let us know in the comments of the actual video, not in the live chat, but in the live chat right now. But when you watch this later, let us know in the comments if you prefer the occasional live streams or if you want us to stick with the 10 to 15 minute videos.
Hey, appreciate the super chat, Diane. No question. All right. So 3 questions and we're out.
Trayvon has been on point with his predictions. Okay.
Cool. And hey, there's a crypto YouTuber out there for everybody.
Shane says you forgot my super chat. What was his?
Shane?
Shane.
Quick. Thank you, Shane.
Oh, it's because Austin says he's doing a Litecoin video for tomorrow, so we don't want to.
So
Shane, appreciate it, but Austin's.
I'm gonna make you a full video, man. So
that's what $3 gets you.
And again, more people are gonna watch the tight, concise video that we drop tomorrow.
Yeah, this video will probably get what? If we're lucky, 20,000 views, but more people prefer like the 10-minute views where it's more concise and more to the point.
Hey, Dr. FOMO loves our live streams.
Cool. I like doing them every once in a while. What do you think?
I think first question out of 3 before we're out of here is, do you guys still hold Cardano? I do. This guy has made the video saying he was selling some of his alts.
You haven't sold any alt. Is that the case?
That's the case.
This guy's a true hodler.
I haven't sold for
since the
beginning of the year.
His portfolio is still very much mostly Bitcoin. But I did end up
70 to 80%.
You guys probably saw the video. I did end up selling not all my alts, but some of my alts, really because I needed to get them off Binance at some point, because I live in America. But I do still hold Cardano. And the thing is, right now, Cardano looks promising with everything they're doing. It seems like they're going to be great, but at this time, it's still a big question mark. It's still unknown. And I'm taking that risk by putting some money in Cardano. Could it be something one day? Because it seems like it might have legs. And I'm not sure. And we're going to see when Shelly comes out and when people can start developing on them and see if anybody adopts them, because they're targeting or the third world countries. It seems promising,
Exactly.
but we will see.
Hey, ChargeCoin CHG Coin makes a good point. He says, "Hey man, you said you'd talk about us if I sent you $10. I didn't say 10. I just said we were not going to talk about a random alt."
No, I said that.
Oh, did you say 10? Well, pull it up, dude.
Did he?
We know nothing about. Yeah, he sent us the $10.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, we were just kidding.
Oh, that's nice.
He sent us the $10, but you asked a different question.
No, I said we're not going to look at.
But then he sent us $10 and he asked a Bitcoin question. So we
they asked
answered
us a different question. I understand. Oh, we'll still pull it up. Oh, if it's not on CoinMarketCap, we can't see it.
We'll just Google it, dude.
No, I don't want to go on some random site. But was it
CHG Coin? And again, we have no opinion because we don't know what it is. CHG Coin. That's it.
Okay, CoinGecko. Yeah, we'll go on this one. I'm always looking for the latest project. Oh my God, rank 1,700. I mean, this is.
Come on, man.
What do you want me to say about this? I'm happy. Well, this guy obviously works for the company.
I think
I'm rooting for you, but
I'm not into it.
Okay. So ChargeCoin is a cryptocurrency token issued on it's a ERC20-ish token. It doesn't
okay.
tell us
anyway.
anything.
We don't know. Not going to waste the community's time by trying to talk about this. But I appreciate you sending us that super chat.
We will look further into it. Tell you what, I'm going to look further into it.
All right. Hey, Happy
That's
Chaser.
Nice, right? I'm going to look further into it.
It's nice. Second, so we have our last two questions. Or one of our last two questions. First off, Happy Chaser asks, how old are we?
28.
28 years old.
We have young faces.
The Liquid Canvas asks, hey, what do you mean when you say weak hands?
Anybody in the comments want to say what we mean by weak hands? Yes, Charge, we'll do our research. Weak hands means people that I guess that's what I did when I sold my alts, but I used it to buy Bitcoin. But it's people who a lot of people invested in the run up to late 2017, euphoria fueled by speculation. This coin's going to go to the moon. This coin's going to gain adoption. So far, most coins are going to fail. I guess you can see that by now. Some will succeed, but many out of the 3,000 will fail. And so weak hands is people who never really did the research in the first place. Who are just buying into the hype, selling because they have the weak hands. They drop their bags, I guess is the thing. And then it makes the price go down because people don't believe in it.
Anyway, guys, one more question. Then we are out of here because in 2 minutes we go past the hour. We're at 566 likes.
Hey, this was fun. I enjoyed this.
I loved it. We're going to try and do this every 2 weeks.
Couple weeks. Yeah, we'll do one.
But if this gets to above 600 likes, again, I'll chug it. If you guys don't want to see that, again, maybe
it's going to get it like in 1 second, dude. You just open that beer.
We only have 600 watching.
Oh, that's true. They're going to get on their other account and like.
All right,
That's what we do it for. We're not in it for the money. We're in it for the likes.
All right, and last question. I mean, there is no question. But I want to answer.
Which chart on TradingView can you see the entire life?
Oh, Brave New Coin.
Yeah, was BLX?
I forget.
Yeah. So it's BLX, Brave New Coin, Liquid Index. Oh, it's because you can't see day chart. You can only see like week chart. Oh wow, this is what I put up. Oh, this is the halvings and stuff. This is what I made. Wow, this looks great.
Do you pay for TradingView?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But you could. You do plenty of good features. Why? All right. What makes you think I pay for it though?
Oh,
so this is where you can see the as early as Bitcoin was created in 2009. It traded its first year and a half without a price, and you can see it finally. There's a price listed here. All
right, we're losing viewers. Let's. We had a great run.
Yeah, this is great.
Didn't get to 600, so I'll save this for next time. But
dude, we're so close.
Peace.
Oh my God, this guy doesn't want to.
I'll sip it casually.
Yeah,
but let's.
Yeah, this is fun. All right, let's. Yeah.
Hey,
later, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
It's over an hour.
596.